Assalamualaikum everyone. So for today's class, we proceed to chapter 2, that is product design. So you have to search in your textbook the title of the chapter, because the arrangement of chapters in the textbook is not according to the syllabus chapter arrangement. Okay, so you have to search for the chapter title, that is product design. And also, please ignore the pages that I mentioned in my recording. Some of the slides I mentioned that, okay, this part is in chapter 50, let's say. So please ignore that, because the recording was referring to the previous edition textbook. So you have to search in the textbook where is actually that particular part. For example, the types of research. It is on page 60, let's say, in the new book. Okay, but I mentioned as 55. So please ignore the pages that I mentioned in the recording, but you have to search by yourself where that particular part is in the new textbook. Okay, let's see what is product design. So this is okay, the one that I said as related to the output. It is the process of creating a new product to be sold to customers, designing a product that can be produced and marketed profitably. Firms need to do research and development, or R&D, so that they can minimize the new product failure. So look at the second point here. This is the definition: designing a product that can be produced and marketed profitably. So that is product design. So before the organization or the company starts producing the output, the company has to design that product first, or design that output first. So product design here means that try to design the product which can be produced, produk yang boleh dikeluarkan, whereby the company has enough and sufficient resources. Then the company must make sure that when they design a product, that product can be marketed profitably. Marketed profitably here means sold. The products can be sold to the customers, and in the end the company is able to make profit from it. So the company needs to consider this first before they start designing the product. Make sure that when they design, they are able to produce by using their resources, existing resources that covers this one, can be produced. And at the same time, when they design the product, they must make sure that the product can be sold and the company can make profit from it. So it is useless to design a product which the company cannot produce, because the company does not have the resources, and at the same time the products cannot be sold, and in the end the company will incur losses from it. Okay, so what should the company do in order to design a product? The company or the firms here need to do research and development, or R&D, so that they can minimize the new product failure. We are talking about designing a new product here. So the company must do this first, research and development, so that when they produce or design a product, the product will not fail in the market. Fail here means cannot be sold, cannot make profit. Okay, this slide shows you the product life cycle. Before we go into detail what is product design, what are the things to learn about product design, you need to understand the product life cycle first. Kitaran hidup product. Same goes to a human being like us. We also have our own life cycle, kitaran hidup. We human beings started off as a baby, then we become a toddler, we become a teenager, we become an adult, and finally we become an old person, then finally we die. So that is called as human life cycle. So product also has its own life cycle, but this product life cycle can be seen or can be understood in terms of stages. Okay, so stages number 1 here is called as introduction stage. So product at the introduction stage is where the product is newly introduced. Dia macam baby lah as a human being. Then once the product is quite sometime in the market, produk tu dah agak lama dikeluarkan dan berada dalam pasaran, the product will go to a growth stage. So this is stage number 2, introduction stage number 1. Then after some time, when the product is quite long in the market, the product will go to the maturity stage. This is stage number 3. And when the product is about to die, meaning that customers do not want to buy the product anymore, so the product will be at a decline stage. So at every life cycle, at every stage of product life cycle here, different things happen. And I believe you have learned this in your MKT 243, Principles of Marketing or Fundamentals of Marketing in part 2. So I'm not going to waste my time to explain to you on this product life cycle. So let's just go and see what happens briefly. Okay, at the introduction stage, these are the things that happen. Okay, you focus on the highlighted items: sales, profit, and also price. This is what happens at the introduction stage. Next, at the growth stage, what happens? You look at the sales, profit, and also price, and also the reason for this. At maturity stage, what happens? Look at the sales, price, as well as profit, the same points. And finally, at the decline stage or obsolescence stage, what happened to sales, profit, and if there is an item about an explanation on the price, it is not here. So sales and profit, you just focus on these two for the decline stage. And what are the products that do not go through the obsolescence stage? So I don't want to explain this. Please read on what happens for all the highlighted items. Okay, now we go to the research and development. So let's see what is the meaning of research and development. And because of to design a product or to perform product design, the company needs to perform research and development. Okay, so you need to know and understand what is meant by research and development, or R&D. Okay, R&D here refers to those investigative activities leading to the discovery of new knowledge, which we call as a research, and the translation of this knowledge into marketable product, which we call as development. Okay, R&D here comes from two words, research and development. So there are two types of jobs to be done by research and development. Okay, in every organization there will be a research and development team. They will perform this research and development job. So you need to understand what is meant by research and also development. So it refers to investigative activities. Investigative activities here means searching activities. Leading to the discovery of new knowledge here means with the purpose of finding new knowledge. So searching activities to find new knowledge or new information. So this part up here, it is called as research job. And the translation of this knowledge, the word translation here means the application of this knowledge. Okay, penggunaan knowledge yang diperolehi di atas ni, activity yang the previous activity, the translation of this knowledge or the application of this knowledge into marketable product. Into marketable product here means to produce a product. So in simple way to understand R&D here is a group of people conducting or doing a search activity to find new information and new knowledge about a product, and then later use this knowledge and information that they have gathered in the searching activity to produce a product. Okay, and later that product will be sold to customers. So first, search activity, search for new knowledge, that is called as research. Then use the knowledge to produce a product, that is called as development. The first one. Okay, the basic research you can see on page where is the types of research? Okay, on page 55. Okay, basic research, or it is also called as the fundamental research. It is a systematic study directed towards gaining knowledge of the fundamental aspects of facts without specific application towards processes or products, does not have specific commercial objective. So in simple way to understand basic research here is that it is a research conducted by research and development team or R&D team with a purpose of gaining knowledge, untuk mencari ilmu dan mencari maklumat of the fundamental aspect, don't worry about this, without specific application. Okay, tanpa ada tujuan untuk mengaplikasikan knowledge tersebut towards processes or product, terhadap proses ataupun in producing the product. So basic research is where the R&D team conduct a research just to get the knowledge. That's all, full stop. Okay, so that's why we have the second point here, does not have specific commercial objective. Commercial objective here means profit. So the company conducting a basic research, the company does not have an intention to make a profit from the research. So research tu tujuan dia hanya untuk mencari maklumat sahaja, tanpa ada tujuan untuk membuat keuntungan daripada maklumat tersebut. Meaning that the information will not be applied to produce a product. Okay. On the other hand, the second type of research here is called as applied research. By the word applied, mengaplikasikan ataupun menggunakan. It is an investigation, so don't worry about investigation here. This is actually a searching activity. An investigation of findings from basic research, so applied research here comes from the basic research, to determine if they can be used to develop new product or processes. So applied research is a research conducted by R&D team with the aim of applying or using the information or the knowledge from the basic research here to develop or to produce a new product or a new process. So applied research here have specific commercial objective, meaning that the company conducting an applied research, the company has an intention to make profit from the research and information gathered. Okay. I give you an example for the basic research here. For example, you are a beauty product company. So you just create one company to produce beauty products. So your company or you as the owner is instructing the R&D team to conduct a research to find the advantages and benefits of daun sirih, let's say. So the R&D team now is conducting a research just to find the benefits and advantages of the good sides of daun sirih. And once the information has been gathered, they just save in their file. That's all. No further action. So that is called as a basic research. The information is not used to produce the product. It is just for the company for their own knowledge. Then, when does this applied research happen? Applied research happens when the company here further instruct the R&D team to use the knowledge that they have gathered, that is the benefits of daun sirih, to produce one beauty product, facial cleanser, let's say. Produce the facial cleanser by using the extract of daun sirih, because daun sirih has a lot of benefits. Then when you produce that facial cleanser using the benefits of daun sirih, later you sell that product, then the company will make profit from that product. So that is called as applied research. So normally the company will not just conduct a basic research. The company will conduct basic, later proceed to the applied research, because every company is a profit-oriented company. They want to make profit from what they have done. Okay, the third type of research is called as development research. Okay, last time it was called as the design and engineering research. So the meaning of development and also design and engineering is quite similar. So let's see what is meant by this development research. It is a systematic piece of project work that uses existing knowledge or understanding gained from research toward the production of useful materials, devices, systems, or methods, including design and development of prototypes and processes. So the keyword is here, design and development of prototypes. So at this stage of research, at this type of research, development research, the R&D team will allow engineers and also manufacturing teams to be involved, okay, to bring ideas to life before they start selling the product. Okay, the product is not created yet. Okay, ni baru level buat research. Okay, but this type of research, development research, is a research conducted by R&D team, which also consists of the engineers and manufacturing teams, in order to come out with the prototype of the product. Okay, so at this stage of research, the prototype is designed. Produk yang real belum dikeluarkan lagi, they just come up with a prototype at this type of research, that is development research. This is just for the purpose of testing the market and also to prove the feasibility of the product. So what is meant by feasibility? Feasibility ni maksudnya practicality. Okay, sama ada produk tu boleh digunakan ataupun sesuai ataupun tak dengan customers. That is called as feasibility. So at this development research, what the R&D team is doing is that they are focusing on the designing of the prototypes. Okay, from the previous example that I gave you on the benefits of daun sirih, and they decided to apply the knowledge or the advantages and benefits of daun sirih, which we call as the applied research. Now, when the research goes to this level, development research, the company has already decided to use the information or the knowledge gathered, that is the benefit of daun sirih, and they start focusing on developing the prototype. Okay, maksudnya sekarang ni, team research ni dah fokuskan macam mana nak keluarkan facial cleanser tadi ataupun beauty product tadi yang menggunakan benefits of daun sirih or extract of daun sirih, because they know that the daun sirih has a lot of benefits. So dia come out dengan prototype lah, cuba keluarkan the facial cleanser ke moisturizer or whatsoever using the extract of daun sirih. So that is what we call as prototype, barang yang sample lah. It is like a sample, okay, in order to test the market. So the end of this development research, the prototype is designed and created to test the market. Okay, now we go to the objectives of research and development. Objective here in this slide, it means the job functions. What are the job functions of research and development? First one is to create and design new product. Definitely that is the job of R&D. Okay, a very straightforward point. Second is to find new users to existing product. New users here means kegunaan baru. The company already has their own product, the existing product. Product tu dah ada. What the R&D has to do is to find more users to the existing product so that it is able to attract more customers to buy. So that's why you can see now, last time printers can only be used to print documents, but now what are the functions of printers? We can use the printer to print, photostat, and also scan, right? So that is the job done by R&D, find new users, kegunaan baru to the existing product so it is more marketable. Third is to redesign the existing product. Redesign means to recreate, not recreate, reshape maybe. Improve the design of the existing product. For example, you produce, you just look at like Myvi. Myvi, the previous design and the current design. So that is the job of R&D unit. They improve the design of the existing product. Myvi tu dah ada, sedia ada, but they redesign a bit the shape maybe. So why is it so? Why is it done? Because of to attract more customers. So the new design here is more attractive. Okay, R&D is not only focusing on the product. R&D is also doing a job to focus on the processes. Okay, process that will help reduce capital and manufacturing costs. So R&D is also responsible to do a research to find the best process in order to produce the output. Proses nak buat macam mana? Nak guna mesin yang macam mana? High technology machine or the old machines and what not? And it is able to reduce the cost. That is the manufacturing cost. Sebab tu dulu company pakai manual. Now the company is moving towards using or applying the sophisticated machines. Why? Because these sophisticated machines can actually reduce the manufacturing cost in the long run. So that is with the help of R&D. Number 5 is to accommodate the customer's need, that is to fulfill customer's need. So, kerja R&D ni juga adalah untuk nak memuaskan ataupun memenuhi permintaan customers. So, what do they do? Part of their job, the R&D here is to conduct a survey, which we call as a market survey. So, they will distribute questionnaires asking customers. Let's say your company is planning to produce a new handphone. So before you start designing a new handphone, you conduct a survey first. You ask your R&D team to conduct a survey what kind of handphone preferred by customers. So what the company will do is use the information from the market survey and produce the handphone according to customers' needs. So that is to accommodate and fulfill customers' need. That is the job of R&D. And the next objective or job function of R&D is to improve the packaging of existing product. R&D ni kerja dia juga adalah memperbaiki packaging pembungkusan. Okay, if you can see now there are a lot of products have improved their packaging. Okay, cereals, Cocoa Crunch. Last time it came with a very large box. Now there is new packaging with smaller boxes so that the customers can bring it everywhere. That is the job of R&D, to improve the packaging to suit with the customer's needs as well. So you can think of other examples, which are so many examples that you can see outside. Okay, now just now we covered the objectives of R&D, which means the job function, tugas-tugas R&D. Now we go to the importance of R&D. Kenapa pentingnya R&D? So don't get confused between the objectives and also the importance, because they are two different things. Okay, so yang tadi tugas R&D, but now is why must the company have R&D inside the organisation? Okay, R&D is important to ensure the continuity of a product's life. So it means that R&D is needed in an organisation so that when the company produce the new product, the product can last longer in the market. So that is called as the continuity of product life. Continuity. Life of a product can be longer in the market. Why? Because of the company produce the product according to the research. Research maksudnya mencari maklumat. Maklumat apa? Maklumat tentang produk apa yang dikehendaki oleh customer. So when the company produce the product, they produce the product that suits with the customer's demand or preferences. So the customers keep preferring our product or the product. So the product can last longer. Second importance of R&D. R&D is needed here because of it is able to improve standard of living. Standard of living ni taraf hidup. Okay, in one particular country or one particular area maybe. R&D is helping the nation or the country to use the high quality product. Dengan adanya R&D dalam sesebuah organisation, produk yang dikeluarkan oleh company tersebut, organisation tersebut adalah produk yang up to date or according to the customer's need. So because of the people living in that country are using the latest product, then it has improved the standard of living of the people staying or living inside that country. Okay, a very simple example is most of Malaysians now are using smartphones. Why are we using smartphones? Because of most of the handphone companies in Malaysia or overseas who are selling their products in Malaysia, they have R&D. So that's why most of handphone companies, not most, all handphone companies, they are now producing smartphones because smartphones are preferred by customers. Okay, so comparing Malaysia with Africa, maybe Africa, their people are still using dumb phone. Okay, Malaysia is using smartphone, but Africa is using dumb phone. This is the opposite of smart. This term I created myself. So people in Africa are using dumb phones because of the phone companies do not go to Africa, and if they have their own phone company, their own phone company does not produce the smartphones because they are lacking in the research and development. So how can you compare the standard of living of people in Malaysia and people living in Africa? So definitely we have a higher standard of living because we are using the sophisticated product, the high quality product with the help of R&D in one particular organization. Right? Number 3, enhance market share and profitability. So just focus on profitability. R&D here is important because it can increase profit of an organization. I believe you agree with this. Why? Because with R&D, the company is able to produce high quality product which are preferred by customers. Then the company is able to sell a lot of their products. So in the end, the company is able to make a lot of profit. I skip number 4. We go to number 5. R&D can help the organization to respond effectively in the global market. Respond effectively here means to compete effectively in the global market. So dengan adanya R&D dalam organisation kita, we are able to produce a high quality product, and when we bring our product internationally, global market here means international market outside Malaysia, then we are able to sell our product and compete with other companies outside Malaysia. Okay, so 6 and 7 please read on your own. Okay, and the last part here is factors to consider in designing new product. So before the company or the organization starts to design their new product, they have to consider these factors first. So this will be your own reading. This whole part, this whole slide is your responsibility to read and to understand, and the question will follow. So please answer the question that follows. Okay, that's all for this chapter. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.